Everything just changed for the New York Yankees, and it's all because of some fresh updates that Aaron Boone shared regarding one of their key players. This news also ties into a blockbuster MLB trade that sent shockwaves through the baseball world, shaking up the balance of power and giving the Yankees an unexpected break against one of their biggest rivals. The implications of these developments are far-reaching, especially with the trade deadline looming, and it looks like the Yankees are gearing up for some major moves. The season so far has been much better than most people expected, considering how they lost two crucial pieces from last year's World Series roster, Juan Soto and Gerrit Cole. Many thought the team would struggle to maintain any serious contention this year. Losing Soto, who's now with the Mets and already picking up steam, was a big hit, but Cole's season-ending injury really shook the Yankees pitching staff. The news that Cole tore his UCL and won't return this year has been tough to swallow, but the team is optimistic he'll be back next season, fully recovered. Despite these setbacks, the Yankees have managed to exceed expectations. They've been running the American League East with one of the best records in the entire league, and this has brought renewed hope for their playoff chances. The pressure now turns toward the trade deadline, where the Yankees, true to form, plan to buy talent and strengthen their roster. What makes this trade season even more critical is the injury update about their bullpen arm Jay Cousins. Aaron Boone recently revealed that Cousins is trending toward Tommy John surgery, a devastating blow to the pitching staff, although the decision hasn't been finalized yet. This was first reported a few days ago, but the situation has been evolving. Cousins was pulled from his rehab assignment after Boone announced he'd be undergoing an MRI. That MRI likely sealed the fate, pointing toward the need for surgery to repair the torn UCL. The news is heartbreaking, especially because Cousins has been a reliable arm whenever he's on a mound. His overall MLB career has been hampered by injuries, but when healthy, he's shown immense talent. Jake Cousins boasts a career earned run average of just under 3, which is impressive considering he's only thrown around 90 innings over the years due to those nagging injuries. He struck out well over 100 batters during his time in the league and kept a solid whip that made him a valuable asset for the Yankees bullpen. Last season, Cousins was absolutely dominant, compiling a 2.37 ERA in 38 innings with 53 strikeouts and only a handful of walks. He was the kind of reliever every team dreams about, one who strikes out batters at a high clip, keeps opponents off the bases, and doesn't give up many home runs. Yet, even with all that promise, the injury bug has been relentless. It's frustrating for the Yankees because Cousins was becoming a core piece of their bullpen, and now his potential absence through the 2026 season feels like a huge setback. The team will have to dig deep to find ways to compensate for this loss, especially with Luke Weaver also sidelined but expected to return soon. Weaver has been impressive this season with an ERA just above 1 and a whip under 1, showing he can step up when called upon. Devin Williams has also been pitching better lately, but it's clear the Yankees will aggressively pursue bullpen reinforcements when the trade window opens. They will also likely look for another starting pitcher to fill the gaps, possibly someone who throws right-handed to balance out the rotation. Luis Severino's return is on the horizon, but the Yankees won't rush him back from injury. It's only his second full year back from his own health struggles, so caution is the word of the day. Severino could either reignite his career in a big way or face another setback. Both scenarios remain possible. The Yankees have to plan for all contingencies. Meanwhile, the trade market has already been shaking up the league. The Boston Red Sox, a longtime rival of the Yankees, made a surprising move by trading Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants, ending his tenure in Boston after years of success and some behind-the-scenes drama. For Yankees fans, this is an unexpected bit of good news. Devers has been a nightmare for the Yankees since he burst onto the scene in 2017, earning a reputation as one of the league's best Yankee killers. In over 120 games against New York, Devers has smashed more than 30 home runs and maintained a solid batting average well above the league norm against the Yankees. His power and clutch hitting have consistently hurt the Yankees, and his departure significantly lightens the load on the Bronx Bombers lineup. What makes this even more notable is how Devers had the number of Gerrit Cole specifically. Despite Cole being a dominant ace, Devers held an outstanding batting average against him, with multiple home runs and a high OPS. For years, Cole struggled to find answers against Devers, adding to the lore of baseball rivalries where certain players just own others no matter how talented the opposition is. It's a phenomenon seen across all sports. Those frustrating matchups where no matter what the star player does, the opponent seems to have their number. With Devers now in San Francisco, the Yankees will face him far less frequently. The only time they might meet regularly is if the Giants and Yankees somehow clash in the World Series, which is still a possibility, but less likely during the regular season. This trade marks a turning point for the Yankees in the AL East. The Red Sox have been viewed as one of the top contenders in the division, alongside teams like the Orioles, but with Devers gone and other injuries piling up in Boston, their threat level has diminished. The Orioles themselves have been struggling, having made questionable roster decisions and letting key players walk. Boston's own injury issues, especially with stars like Alex Bregman going down, have further weakened their position. This means the Yankees face less competition at the top of the division, making their quest to win the AL East more achievable. It's the perfect setup for the Yankees to double down on trades, aiming to secure the division title and avoid the wild card, where anything can happen in a single elimination game. As the trade deadline approaches, expect the Yankees to be very active, especially with their pitching staff needing reinforcements after the blows they've taken. The front office knows the stakes are high this year, with a window wide open to chase a World Series championship. They'll look for bullpen arms and probably another starting pitcher to solidify the rotation, all while keeping an eye on potential batters who can add depth to the lineup. Players like Matt Chapman, currently with the Giants and a strong defender with some pop at the plate, might come into the Yankees' radar as the season progresses, especially if the Giants decide to make moves. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. New York baseball circles are abuzz with speculation after Derek Jeter, the legendary Yankees shortstop and Hall of Famer, made rare but pointed comments that some are interpreting as thinly veiled criticism of his former team. During a recent media appearance, Jeter, typically known for his diplomatic tone and carefully measured words, appeared less guarded when discussing the current state of the Yankees, raising eyebrows among fans and insiders alike. While Jeter didn't mention specific names, his remarks hinted at dissatisfaction with the franchise's direction, particularly in terms of leadership and performance standards. When you wear the pinstripes, there's an expectation, a certain way things are done, he said. You can't just talk about tradition, you have to live up to it. That alone would have been enough to set social media aflame. But the former captain continued, referencing a lack of urgency and questioning whether the right mindset is in place from top to bottom. It's not the first time Jeter has subtly commented on the state of the organization, but this time, the tone felt different. Could it be frustration boiling over from years of watching the team fall short of its championship pedigree? Or is it something more, perhaps even a message to ownership or front office leadership? Insiders close to the Yankees organization are reportedly downplaying the comments, framing them as a champion demanding excellence. But others aren't so quick to brush them off. Rumors are now swirling that Jeter's words reflect a broader discontent, not just from fans, but from former players who once defined the team's winning culture. Some are even speculating that Jeter, who recently stepped down from a front office role with the Marlins, could be eyeing a return to the Bronx in some capacity. Maybe not now, but down the line. For now, it's just talk. But in Yankee land, where every word carries weight, the murmur of criticism from a legend like Jeter is more than just noise. It might be the beginning of a larger shift. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.